Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they can't control themselves. They can't control their emotions. They can't control their impulses. They can't control their need for comfort, approval, and instant gratification. Self-control is the hidden force behind every achievement, every respected leader, every disciplined athlete, and every successful entrepreneur. While others react, you will learn to respond. While others chase pleasure, you will build power. While others surrender to temptation, you will stay focused on your mission. This audiobook is about mastering yourself, because the moment you control yourself, you become impossible to defeat. Chapter 1. Your biggest enemy is not the world. It is you. Most people spend their lives fighting the wrong enemy. They fight circumstances. They fight competition. They fight criticism. They fight bad luck. They fight the economy. They fight other people. And while they are busy pointing their finger outward, they never realize that the real battle is happening within. The greatest obstacle standing between you and the life you want is not the world. It is you. That may sound harsh, but it is also incredibly liberating. Because if your biggest problem is the world, then you are powerless. But if your biggest problem is yourself, then you have the ability to change. Think about it. How many opportunities have been destroyed because someone couldn't control their emotions? How many careers have been damaged because someone couldn't control their anger? How many dreams have been abandoned because someone couldn't control their fear? How many relationships have been ruined because someone couldn't control their ego? The answer is countless. Every day, talented people throw away opportunities they spent years working toward. Not because they lack intelligence, not because they lack ability, not because they lack potential, but because they lack self-control. You are not fighting the world. You are fighting yourself. Repeat that again. You are not fighting the world. You are fighting yourself. The lazy version of yourself. The fearful version of yourself. The distracted version of yourself. The emotional version of yourself. The version of yourself that wants comfort instead of growth. The version of yourself that wants excuses instead of responsibility. That is the real opponent. And until you understand that, you will continue fighting battles that do not matter while losing the battle that does. Consider two people with equal talent. One controls their emotions. The other does not. One remains disciplined when things become difficult. The other quits when motivation disappears. One stays focused. The other becomes distracted. 5 years later, their lives look completely different. Not because one was gifted. Not because one was lucky. Because one learned how to govern themselves. Self-control is self-leadership. And the person who cannot lead themselves cannot lead their life. Imagine a ship in the middle of the ocean. Without a captain, the ship drifts wherever the current takes it. Without direction, it becomes a prisoner of the wind. That is exactly how most people live. Their emotions become the captain. Their impulses become the captain. Their desires become the captain. Their fears become the captain. And then they wonder why they never arrive at their destination. A life without self-control is a life without direction. You cannot build greatness while living at the mercy of every feeling that enters your mind. Because feelings change. Goals matter more. Feelings come and go. Purpose remains. Feelings are temporary. Character is permanent. The successful person understands this. They do not ask themselves what they feel like doing. They ask themselves what needs to be done. There is a massive difference. The average person wakes up and follows their mood. The disciplined person wakes up and follows their mission. One creates excuses. The other creates results. One waits. The other acts. One reacts. The other leads. And leadership always begins with self-leadership. Before you can lead a team, you must lead yourself. Before you can build a business, you must manage yourself. Before you can earn respect from others, you must earn respect from yourself. Everything begins there. Everything. Many people believe their problem is external. They think success is being withheld from them. They think someone else is standing in their way. But often the greatest barrier is their inability to control simple daily behaviors. They know what they should do. They simply do not do it. They know they should wake up earlier. They know they should exercise. They know they should save money. They know they should study. They know they should stay focused. But knowledge without self-control changes nothing. The world is filled with people who know exactly what to do. Very few actually do it. That is why self-control is so valuable. It transforms knowledge into action. It transforms intentions into results. It transforms potential into reality. Without self-control, potential remains trapped. With self-control, potential becomes power. Ask yourself an honest question. How many of your biggest regrets came from a lack of self-control? Perhaps you said something you shouldn't have said. Perhaps you quit too soon. Perhaps you chose comfort over discipline. Perhaps you allowed fear to stop you. Perhaps you wasted time that you can never get back. Most regrets are not caused by inability. They are caused by a failure to control ourselves. And that means the solution is also within ourselves. The solution is not waiting for better circumstances. The solution is becoming stronger. The solution is becoming more disciplined. The solution is becoming more responsible. The solution is mastering yourself. Because the moment you master yourself, everything begins to change. Your decisions improve. Your habits improve. Your relationships improve. Your confidence improves. Your future improves. Not because the world changed, because you changed. Remember this truth. The strongest person in the room is not always the smartest. The strongest person in the room is not always the richest. The strongest person in the room is often the person who can control themselves. The person who can stay calm. The person who can stay disciplined. The person who can stay focused. The person who can stay committed. That person becomes difficult to defeat. Because while others are controlled by emotions, they are controlled by purpose. While others chase comfort, they chase growth. While others make excuses, they make progress. And that is the power of self-control. As this chapter comes to an end, remember the lesson that everything else in this audiobook will build upon. You are not fighting the world. You are fighting yourself. Win that battle, and every other battle becomes easier. Lose that battle, and every other victory becomes temporary. The journey towards self-control begins with accepting responsibility. Not for everything that happens to you, but for how you respond to it. That is where your power lives. That is where your freedom begins. And that is where your transformation starts.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel.